Fixing cracks in concrete sounds simple, but it's not as simple as it looks. Some claim to last for years but crumble after a season, while others are tough enough to handle heavy traffic, weather, and time. In this video, I'm going through the 10 best concrete crack fillers that truly hold up so you can save time, money, and avoid trial and error. You'll find links to the best prices for all the concrete crack fillers mentioned in this video in the description and top comment. Also, these crack fillers aren't ranked in any specific order, so be sure to watch until the end to find the one that best fits your needs. Number 10 is the Sashco slab. This is the most budget-friendly option on our list. If you're dealing with cracks in your driveway, sidewalk, or even a patio, this one's designed to handle it without breaking the bank. It comes in a 10.5-ounce cartridge, so you can just pop it into a standard caulking gun and get to work. What makes it stand out is how well it sticks to concrete. Once it's down, it flexes with the surface instead of cracking again, which is great if your slab moves a little with weather changes. It's tough enough to handle both foot traffic and even cars driving over it, so you don't need to worry about it peeling or breaking apart. It can also span gaps up to 3 inches wide without slumping, which means it won't just sink into the crack like some fillers do. You get a clean finish that lasts. Number 9 is the PC Concrete. This is the best epoxy concrete crack filler on our list. Now, unlike simple caulks or sealants, this one is a 2-part epoxy paste. That means once you mix and apply it, you'll get a permanent bond that's way stronger than standard fillers. It's not just for fixing cracks. You can also use it to anchor bolts, rods, or dowels directly into concrete or block. What makes it reliable is the high-tack formula. It holds tight even in damp areas. And because it's thick, you can apply it on vertical surfaces without sagging. You can use it indoors or outdoors with temperatures as low as 35 degrees or as high as 115 during application. And once it cures, it can handle service temps down to -20 and up to 115. So it's built to last through real weather. Now with this one, you get about 20 minutes of work time and a full cure in 4 hours at room temperature. Number 8 is the Dry Lock Fast Plug. This is the best for drying speed on our list. If you've ever had water seeping through a crack or even a full-on leak in a basement wall, you know how urgent the fix needs to be. That's where you need this crack filler. It's a hydraulic cement mix that you combine with water, and it sets in as little as 3 to 5 minutes. What makes it impressive is that it works even under pressure. It can handle up to 3,050 pounds of hydrostatic pressure, which means it holds back a ton of water without breaking down. You can use it indoors or outdoors, above grade or below, and it doesn't need any kind of top coat to seal it in. It also expands slightly as it dries, so once it's locked into a crack, it stays there, and you can even use it to anchor metal into masonry. Number 7 is the Radon Seal DIY Repair Kit. This is the best to repair foundations on our list. This one's different from standard crack fillers. Instead of sealing the surface, it's designed to inject into foundation cracks and seal them from the inside out. And you don't even need to drill into your wall. The kit uses a drill-free injection system, so it's way less invasive and easier for DIYers to handle on their own. It comes with a low-viscosity 2-part urethane that you apply using a simple caulking gun. The formula is thin enough to seep into hairline cracks, then it expands and locks them shut permanently. So you'll not only patch a line, you'll also preventing future leaks and damage. Another big plus is that you can repair cracks from the inside of your basement, which saves you from the huge cost of exterior excavation. Plus, it not only blocks water, it also seals out radon gas and other soil gases that can creep into foundations. Overall, the Radon Seal DIY Repair Kit is a drill-free way to seal foundation cracks and block water and gases. Number 6 is the Damn Tight Super Patch. This is the best crack filler for waterproofing on our list. If you have a sidewalk with chips, a driveway with holes, or even a wall that needs patching, this mix gives you a permanent, waterproof finish once it sets. It can repair and resurface damaged concrete, brick, stone, or masonry. This concrete crack filler stands out because of its strength. When applied, it bonds tightly and hardens into a high-strength layer that can handle both wear and weather. Unlike lighter fillers, this is more of a long-term solution for your cracked surfaces. It's also versatile. You can use it indoors or outdoors, and because it's formulated to be waterproof, it won't break down if it's exposed to rain, snow, or standing water. That makes it especially useful for outdoor jobs like driveways, patios, or steps. For a 7-pound pail, the price is around $35, which is reasonable considering it covers both patching and resurfacing in one go. And if you want to know the latest prices for the concrete crack fillers discussed in this video, be sure to click the links below. And if you're enjoying this video, we would love it if you could hit the subscribe button. Number 5 is the DAP Concrete Crack Filler. This is the best powdered concrete crack filler on our list. It comes as a dry powder that's water activated, so you don't need to mess around with mixing or shaking beforehand. You just prep the surface, pour it into the crack, mist it with water, and let it set. That's it. It's made for horizontal cracks in concrete, stone, or masonry, and it can handle gaps up to ½ inch wide and ½ inch deep in a single pass. Once it's in place, it doesn't just fill, it bonds tightly and resists shrinking, fading from UV, or cracking again over time. Dry time is also pretty quick. It's safe for light foot traffic in about 4 hours. And within 48 hours, you can drive right over it without worrying about breaking it loose. Number 4 is the Quikrete Concrete Crack Seal Natural. This is the best for tiny cracks on our list. This one's made for hairline cracks that can look small, but still let in water and cause bigger problems later. The formula is a ready-to-use liquid, so there's no mixing or complicated prep. You just shake it, pour it straight into the crack, and it levels out on its own as it dries. What makes it stand out is how smooth the finish looks once it sets. It blends right in with natural gray concrete, so you don't end up with an obvious patch that screams repair job. It's also built to hold up over time. Once cured, it resists wear from foot traffic, weather, and UV, which means it won't just flake away after a few months. Check out what Adam says. I finally applied this to a rather long and sizable crack on my patio. I brushed down with a wire brush as much as I could and applied this. The color is very nice, and the way it dispenses out of the bottle is great. Number 3 is the Red Devil Pre-Mixed Concrete Patch. This is the best for huge cracks on our list. This concrete crack filler comes ready to go straight out of the tub. You don't need to measure, mix, or stress about ratios. It's pre-mixed, so you just scoop it out and apply. That makes it a lot easier if you're tackling larger breaks or deeper cracks where a thin liquid filler just won't cut it. It dries to a light to medium gray, which blends nicely with most lighter concrete surfaces. And once it's cured, it won't shrink or crack on you again. That's important because if you're filling something big, the last thing you want is to redo the same repair a few months later. It works indoors or outdoors, so you can patch a basement floor or a driveway with the same tub. Cleanup is also simple. You only need soap and water to rinse and go. It's made in the USA and usually sells for around $22 per quart, which is enough for multiple large patches. Number 2 is the Rust-Oleum Patch and Repair. This is the best value for money option on our list. It's a 2-part epoxy. Once you mix it, it forms a permanent bond that's stronger than concrete itself. That's what makes it a great pick if you're dealing with cracks, holes, or spots that just keep breaking apart with regular fillers. You can use it indoors or outdoors, in basements, driveways, garage floors, you name it. And it won't shrink or crack once it sets, so you're not going to be patching the same spot again a few months later. The curing time is also quick. In about 8 hours, the surface is ready for paint or a coating, which is nice if you want everything to match and look clean again. Plus, there's no harsh odor while it dries. One happy customer says, "It's easy to work with and it dries rock hard. I mixed it in small batches because it dries in about 20 minutes. Once it's dry, it's harder than the concrete. I sanded the seams down flat using a grinder with a sanding disc. I am really happy with how it turned out. I've used 3 boxes of this concrete patch. It's well worth the cost." Number 1 is the Sikaflex Self-Leveling Sealant. This is the best overall concrete crack filler on our list. This one stands out for its self-leveling formula. You don't need fancy tools or smoothing skills. Just squeeze it in and it settles into place on its own. It cures pretty quickly too. Within a couple of hours, it's tack-free, and in less than a week, it's fully hardened. After that, you can paint it, sand it, or even stain it to blend right in with the surface around it. Once cured, it's completely waterproof and elastic, so rain, snow, or standing water won't break it down. It also holds up against the sun and weathering without shrinking or cracking. And that's all for today's lineup. I hope this list helped you decide on the perfect concrete crack filler. And if you found this video valuable, we would love it if you hit the subscribe button. If you found the one you like, don't forget to check the description for links to each crack filler. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.